Hey guys, Brian Stevens here with the National Real Estate Post. I want to let you guys know Oaktree Funding has some great non-owner rock loans. I know we spoke about this yesterday, but based on today's show, I want to let you know that Oaktree Funding has some absolutely fantastic non-owner occupied loans. It could be full doc or it could be alt doc. Their bank statement loans are absolutely fantastic to get those self-employed people into investment properties. Guys, this is a real big part of the market and you're going to want to do this with Oaktree Funding after you watch today's show. So let's get moving. So according to Redfin, real estate investors spent a record $63.6 billion to purchase homes in the third quarter. This is where the Oaktree part comes in, doesn't it? That number is up 78% from a year earlier, with an intense housing shortage fueling their returns. You know what that means, don't you? It means we are going to have a record number of renters for 2022 and beyond. And do you know what that means by extension? That home ownership as your primary residence is going to go down in record numbers in 2022 and beyond. That's the byproduct of the market that we've created. You get plaque from not brushing your teeth, and you get renters from not buying homes for your primary residence. And here's some stats that I want you guys to listen to very closely.
Investors acquired 90,215 homes in the third quarter, an 80.2% increase year over year.
In September, median home sales prices increased 13.9% year over year.
And average monthly rents rose 10.7% in the same period, the fastest growth in at least 2 years.
In total, real estate investors represented 18.2% of the U.S. homes purchased in the third quarter, 7 basis points higher than a year earlier.
A typical home that real estate investors purchased in the third quarter cost $438,770, a year-over-year 5.3% increase.
Single-family homes represented 74.4% of the total, followed by condos, co-ops 16.9%, townhouses 5.4%, and multifamily housing at 3.4%.
The report also shows that 65.2% of the houses investors bought had higher heat risks, 64.3% had high storm risk, and 27.1% faced high drought risk.
And what that tells us is investors are blinded by what they perceive to be the opportunity to make lots of money.
This is a journey into money. Loads of money.
You know, kind of like the Bitcoin craze just a few months back. How did that work out for you guys? Okay, so think about this, guys. An 80% year-over increase in rentals, the most ever. Going up faster than ever. More investors than ever. Cost of acquisition higher than ever. More single-family residents, condos, townhomes, and multifamily homes than ever. And it doesn't matter if you're buying in areas that flood, burn, or drought, again, all more than they ever have. We're not making this up. Ever really explains the 2021 and 2022 housing market. The question is, my friends, is that sustainable? However, there's really two ways to look at this. One is to spread fear, or the other one is to go to your realtors and try to make hay when the opportunity is there. Yeah, so as a realtor or a lender, you essentially have more outside account reps working for you right now than ever. See, all of these record number of real estate investors are all evangelizing to their friends, their coworkers, and extended family about how smart they are for buying a high-priced investment property in this market. Meaning, if you can breach the ecosystem of these investors, you can tap into a whole new pool of gentlemen investors and opportunities for you to go ahead and sell homes and sell money to other non-owner rock investors. So here's what you need to do. Lenders, talk to all your realtors and all the realtors that you can, and post on social media and tag realtors on your social posts and post in real estate groups, and then look at your database and find as many investors as humanly possible from all of these pools, and then call and or text and or email all of them. You know, whatever preferred form of communication these guys are looking at, and then let them know that you and your team of realtors have identified 63 properties that would make for the best investment properties in your given area, and ask them if they or any of their sphere of influence would be interested in looking at properties for investment purposes, because that's what the analytics are telling us right now. So what do you need to have in place to make this work? One, talk to Oaktree Financial about their investment property loans for both full and alt doc self-employed borrowers. They've got great programs and rates. Two, while talking with your realtors, ask them each each to identify 5 to 10 properties that they think would make great investment properties. Now you've got your inventory of that 63. 3, come up with a script for your social media posts. Ask yourself what you're trying to accomplish. If it's to get more realtors to participate with you, then script accordingly. If it's to try to find investors, again, script accordingly. 4, script out conversations to have with potential investors with either or scenarios. Meaning if they say yes, or I know somebody, script your response. If they say no, I'm not interested, script your response. And here's a hint. If they say no, your script is decidedly not, okay, thank you, bye, click. Then make it work, because it simply will, because I just gave you the analytics and the compelling documentation that should scream at you that it's already working for your competition with all these record numbers of investors. So here's my question, guys. What are you waiting for? Guys, this is where you need to be for 2021 and 2022, okay? Understand, investment properties right now are all the crazy, and it's not going to be this way forever. And the truth of the matter is, with all this blinded hysteria, I gotta tell you, it reminds me to the run-up of 2008. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but when people are hysterical about buying anything, it could be Bitcoin, or it could be Beanie Babies, or yes, it could actually even be houses. What happens to all of those markets? What about the pet rock? And of course, remember when you invested in the Funko Pops. You think these are worth anything? Not necessarily. So just be careful where you spend your money. Share this with everybody you know. Put this on your social media along with all the other posts that we talked about. And we'll catch you again tomorrow. Ciao, guys.